Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you had a great weekend, and thank you for joining us once again for our daily English news edition. As usual, I'm Daniel Cook, your host, Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. Another small baby from the Roma community has died from exposure to the cold. This time, the tragedy happened among the sheds near the Škoza area in Tirana. The mother tearfully confesses that she found the 3-month-old baby dead at about 3 o'clock this morning when she woke up to feed her. In addition to the tragedy of losing the child, the family says that they cannot hold the funeral because they never registered the baby's birth. After this event, which is the second of its kind in a few weeks' time, the Roma families living in sheds have appealed to the government to help them before more deaths occur. The Democratic chairman Luzim Basha has commented, accusing the government of irresponsibility and blaming them for the baby's death. He writes the following on his Facebook account. The 3-month-old baby died from the cold while sleeping. There are no words that can comfort the pain this news causes. 2 babies and a woman have died in a short period of time, and there has been no reaction from the government, wrote Basha. The Vice Mayor Arbian Mazniku has since responded to these accusations, saying that the Roma family had traveled from Pechin several days ago and that the municipality was not informed about their situation. He asked the opposition to refrain from trying to use the case politically. The Albanian Ombudsman Igli Totazani has also reacted to the case, saying, "It is shameful for the state that the babies die because of the cold, because no one takes care of them. No one from the local or central government provides shelter, even a temporary one for the winter, for these people." 9 days ago, a 1-month-old baby died in similar circumstances in Durrës. She was living with her mother under a city bridge. For the second year in a row, the Association of Honorary Consuls in Tirana has conducted its mission to support the needy for the holidays. They visited the Center for the Disabled in Librajd, where they created a recreational corner for the disabled children. The children were very happy with their special present, and the chairman of the association, Mr. Iulian Droci, together with the vice chairwoman, Belma Cela, said that this was a humanitarian act for the benefit of the kids. The MPs of Librajd from both the Democratic and the Socialist parties were present and shared their satisfaction concerning this investment, conveying their best wishes for the holidays. The center itself was founded 15 years ago, and 15 children are being treated there. The director gave her heartfelt thanks to the association for their support and said that much more needs to be done for these children. The mayor of Librajd promised that more investments of this kind will be made. The vice chairwoman of the Association of Honorary Consuls, Belma Cela, and the chairman, Iulian Droci, promised that the help for this center will continue in future years. The children of this center are from 2 to 25 years old, and a staff of 5 people is taking care of them. On behalf of 30 consuls, Mr. Ndroci promised to pay the salary for a full-time psychologist for these kids. The contribution of the association, which has now become a tradition, aims to convey the message that a little help can significantly improve the lives of communities, especially for special needs children who require so much help and attention. For the New Year holidays, the Üldan Media Group decided to spend time at the old folks' home in Kavaja, giving out presents and creating a festive atmosphere for the elderly. The president, Iulian Droci, has now turned this into a tradition, trying to keep the elderly from being alone on the holidays and spending time with them. He was joined by the Minister of Integration, Klavja Gjosha, who also showed the commitment of the government to the elderly. She conveyed her best wishes to the old folks living in Kavaja. 42 elderly people are housed there, and they each have different reasons for doing so. For some, it is because of bad economic conditions in their own families. For others, it is because their families have emigrated, and some have no families to take care of them at all. The Ministry of Energy and Industry has filed charges with the prosecution against 3 former ministers of the Democratic Party and several other senior officials for abuse of office. Specifically, they are charged with openly violating the law by favoring the ČEZ company during the privatization of the distribution system operator. Their audit revealed that the damage caused to the state budget amounts to €414 million. The Ministry of Energy and Industry denounced the former ministers Genç Rulli, Ridvan Bode, and Florian Mima as well as 2 former vice ministers, Eno Bozdo and Neritan Alibali, the former advisor of the Prime Minister Berisha, Susanna Gujoli, the former General Director of Commercial Services, and other senior officials. After a detailed analysis of the documents, it was found that the privatization of the distribution system was one of the most abusive processes conducted by the democratic government, in defiance of the laws and regulations in force and in disregard of the best practices of privatization in strategic sectors. According to the Ministry of Energy and Industry, the actions of the people above have had serious consequences on the interest of the state budget and the public, creating unfair profit for private enterprises. Retirees and the needy will be receiving bonuses on their pensions for the holidays. A normative act to provide this bonus is expected to be publicized by the government on Monday. The Minister of Finance gave the good news today after a visit to a home for the elderly in Tirana. Although he gave no specific details, the minister said that the allocation of the bonuses will be done in the same way that it was last year. The ministry has estimated a bonus of 3,000 lek for retirees who are heads of families and 2,000 for the others. People with disabilities and families living on economic aid will also receive holiday bonuses in the amount of 3,000 lek. Meanwhile, the bonus for the employees of the public administration will be based upon their performance. The government has approved the bonuses for police officers, but it is not yet known whether teachers and doctors will receive them as well. Tirana municipality has given assurance that it will not negotiate for a ticket price of 70 lek with the Association of Public Transport. After a meeting with the association representatives, the Vice Mayor Arbian Mazniku said that the public transportation operators must first meet several conditions before asking for an increased ticket price. He said, "We expressed our readiness to discuss the issue at the next City Council meeting on December 30th. We will consider all of the possibilities to find a way out of this situation. This does not include the increase of ticket prices to 70 lek. If the Urban Transport Association wants an increase of ticket prices, it must first meet 3 main conditions: increased extent of the urban network throughout the city, an electronic ticket system, and improved quality," declared the Vice Mayor. On the other side, the Association of Public Transport warns that they will stop offering service on January 1st if an agreement is not reached. However, the Vice Mayor has promised that in case this really does happen, the City Hall will ensure that the citizens do have urban transportation. The Assembly Speaker Ilir Mehta held a meeting with the media representatives on the occasion of the holidays, expressing that he wants the journalists to convey more positive news in 2016. Mr. Mehta made the following statements to the media reps. "I want you to convey more positive news in the coming year. Criticism is welcome as well, because there is always room for improvement, and there is need for reflection. I hope you all have a prosperous year. Let 2016 be a year in which positive news dominates. I hope that we also have the opportunity to report the opening of negotiations this upcoming year, because it would be a very important thing for the country and a very positive step for the future," said Mr. Mehta. The Assembly Speaker gave special thanks to the media outlets that cover the political activity of the opposition. That's the end of our edition for today. Thank you so much for choosing us for your daily updates in English. Have a great night and see you at the same time tomorrow.